Hello there. This is for my modern evolving women. Is that you? In your 40s to 70s. And this is what I aspire for you. Get great at receiving. You've mastered the doing for years. And this is what I mean. Did you know that we have the law of circulation in our lives? And it requires us to be great at receiving as much as we are habitually great at the doing and the giving. So I want you to kind of think of a circle, right? The law of circulation, giving, receiving, right? So law of circulation means that there must be polarity in our life, or we live a pretty mundane existence and we can create a prosperity block. Our bodies thrive on the law of circulation. We live in a circulatory universe, right? Again, that means the giving, the receiving. And the giving in life means the doing, the actions, the automatic get it done approach, the doing for others, right? That's all good. However, it's the receiving part of life that we could use much improvement. And I've seen this over the 15 years of coaching my wonderful, beautiful women. There is definitely a block in a resistance in their receiving, right? Their consciousness of the receiving, their mindset of receiving, right? So what that means is being in receiving mode, right? Without the guilt, without the insecurity, uncertainty, unworthiness, and the deflection, which happens to be pretty common, right? We receive a compliment and we deflect it. All right. So the message here is when we have the imbalance, right, of too much doing, right, and a level of resistance by not allowing, right, the receiving of abundance in love, money, joy, compliments, health, right, ideas, creativity, etc., we create a prosperity block, right? So one of the keys to having a thriving life is mastering the receiving as much as you habitually give. We must have the energy of circulation flowing, or what? We have a blockage, right? That comes in form of lack and struggle. So I invite you to look at your daily habits, right, at work and personally, right? Are you out of balance, right? Are you out of balance with being open to receiving in a bigger volume? Not little bit, but open to a much bigger, right, availability. So I look at this all the time. Every single week I'm asking myself, Marla, are you in receiving mode? Stop the doing, take a deep breath for a minute and be in receiving, right? Trust, okay? So it's a consciousness, right, and a spiritual principle as much as it's a tangible and a practical principle, okay? In my life design teachings and mentoring, I guide you with life skills and tools to up-level this spiritual principle of receiving. Because again, it's in the receiving mode, and this is what's super, super important here, is that when we're in that receiving mode, the balance of it, that's where we manifest our desires quicker, sooner, and even better than what we imagined. That's the reward, right? So when you break the old patterns of doing, right, more often, which comes from, again, our habitual thinking, you got to get it done. It's only going to be you that gets it done. You got to hustle, you got to grind. Instead, right, you trust in the receiving, in the allowing, in the faith mode, yeah? And you'll experience what is called the realm of the miraculous. And what that can be is the 11th hour miracle, right? Something that was a no turned around, right, to a yes and the flow. A financial worry turns into financial relaxation because the floodgates open. Those are examples of many, okay? So before you allow too much time to slip away in the habitual doing, right, without the receiving mode, balancing the circulation, let's partner together on getting your next chapter, whatever that happens to be, started, right? Maybe it's even a 2 millimeter shift. But I want you to think about what has been intuitively nudging you for change. Okay. My life design starter session for the modern evolving woman, the savings rate ends tomorrow. That's Tuesday, August 22nd, which is, according to the time I'm doing this video. And a few spots remain for a 90-minute session. And your savings rate is $450 off. Okay. And I call it design something new to marvel at in your life. Okay. So again, the rate's good until tomorrow. However, you can book your session anywhere between September 7th and October 13th. So the whole point here is to take advantage of the saving rate, and then we will go ahead and schedule your session for later. And it includes a prep discovery questionnaire, of course, and then a 30-minute follow-up 2 weeks later to see how you're doing. Okay. All right, so let's get you manifesting from the receiving mode instead of the constant doing mode. And let's save you some money along the way. Life design for the modern evolving woman. I'd love to support you. All right, take care.